2020 is almost over in the blink of an eye. If you want to have a better financial outlook for 2021, this is the right video for you. Well, 2020 has been a roller coaster ride. COVID-19 hit us like a truck. Movement control was introduced and the stock market was down by 30%. During that time, more than 100,000 people lost their jobs. Truly, it was one heck of a year. Something that the next year in 2021 could be a better year, but something that it could be worse. Nonetheless, whether it's better or worse, there are some steps that we can take to prepare ourselves financially for 2021. So how can we do that? Oh yeah, before we go on, do take a second to help us like this video because it will really help us with the YouTube's algorithm to reach more people with our content. So click the like. Number 1, setting up an emergency fund. Once I had a conversation with a friend who was earning a decent income but got into heavy credit card debts. The reason? He did not have an emergency fund. So whenever there's an unexpected expenses that came about, he would need to pay for it using his credit card. Eventually, that became a huge debt that affected his finances. And that is why emergency funds are important, especially for those of us who lost their jobs during this COVID pandemic. They would understand firsthand the importance of an emergency fund. Well, if you do not have an emergency fund now, or you may have dipped into your emergency fund this year due to the bad economy, the first thing that you should do is to build back that emergency fund back on track. We would recommend you to have an emergency fund that can cover at least 3 to 6 months of your expenses. A sufficient emergency fund will help you to be financially stable and have less worry in your life. Having this part taken care of will give you the mental space to focus on the more important things in life, like enjoying or growing your wealth. Step 2. Save regularly. Saving is probably one of the most important habits that we must have to be financially stable. But it's also a little bit difficult to build this habit for many people. Many people often find themselves at the end of the month with a low balance in their bank account and are unable to save anything. Study has found that 75% of Malaysians don't even have 1,000 ringgit in saving, just living from paycheck to paycheck. This is because many of us, once when we get our salary, we would spend the money first and then we only save the balance after spending. Here's what you can do. When you get your salary next month, the first thing that you should do is to set aside some money into a dedicated savings account before you go on spending your salary. Just a tweak in your habit will be able to help you to start saving. I personally practice this by setting up an automated bank transfer on my payday every month. When I get my salary, a portion of my money will be automatically transferred to another bank account. That way, I'll be just living off the balance after setting aside for savings. In fact, a few days back, I decided to check that savings account that I set up. And well, I was pleasantly surprised with the amount that I've saved up. In fact, I was so happy that I decided to increase the amount of savings to be transferred automatically every month. So, by setting aside that money once you get your salary, whether it's 10% or 20%, it doesn't matter. You can always start small and slowly increase that amount. All you need to do is just start saving every month. If you are thinking about getting yourself the latest iPhone 12 Pro, but the 4,899 ringgit price tag seems a little bit too much, look no further because today you can own the latest iPhone 12 Pro from only 151 ringgit per month through the U Package 24 months zero interest installment plan. The total payment is only 3,624. You can enjoy an installment plan while getting a cheaper device. So why not, right? U Mobile has the most affordable ownership plan in town. This comes together with U Mobile's Unlimited Hero plan with unlimited high-speed data and calls. If you're interested in the 256GB or the 512GB model, U Mobile also provide a package for that. For more information, click the link in the description below. Oh yeah, the promotion only lasts until the end of December, yeah? So take action fast. Step 3. Pay off your expensive debts. Debts. It's an almost unavoidable part of our life. Many of us will have housing loans, car loans, and even study loans. However, there are some loans that need to be avoided at all costs, such as credit card loans and personal loans. Basically, loans that have high interest rate. If you have any loans that have more than 5% interest rate per annum, then it's probably best to avoid that loan at all costs. However, if you already have it, then it's important for you to pay it off as soon as possible. In fact, once you have built up an emergency fund of 1,000 ringgit, I would suggest that you dedicate all your effort and extra money to pay off that debt. Well, step 4, invest your money. Many think that investment is only for the rich, or it's just not that important. Saving in your normal bank account is good enough, but whether you like it or not, your money is losing value over time. Have you heard your parents telling you that you could have done much more with 10 ringgit 10 years ago? And today, you can barely do anything with it. 10 years ago, we could have gotten a teh tarik for 80 cents, but today it would cost us double the price. The truth is, inflation is a silent robber of our money. And the only way we can protect our hard-earned money from inflation is to invest it. The average inflation today is around 3%. That's based on government official statistics. But we actually know that the number is probably higher. Therefore, if you are saving your money into just a normal saving account that gives you anything less than 4% return, you are likely losing value from your money. Therefore, it's important to learn to invest and put your money in a vehicle that can give you good return. Hopefully, it can protect the value of your money, or even better, make you more money. Like what the rich always say, let your money work for you. Whether you think you have money or not, learning to invest may take some time. So start by learning about the basics of investing. What are the investments out there and how it works, or how you can use it to your benefit. Personally, one of my favorite investments is to invest in the stock market, as it could potentially give you a much higher return on investment. Many have probably heard about Warren Buffett, who makes an average return of 25% per annum from his investing in the stock market. Having said that, although investing in the stock market can be really lucrative, but it can also be risky. So you need to learn some basics before starting to invest. If you would like to know more, you can check out our video playlist on stock investing. Maybe stock investing is not for you and you would like to have someone else manage your investment for you. You can also check out some robo-advisors like StashAway. You can learn more about them from our video on StashAway and ETFs as well. The truth is, there's an investment that is suitable for anyone out there, whether it's stocks, ETF, unit trusts, or even bonds. The most important thing is to learn about it and protect yourself against inflation. And step 5, increase your income. Maybe you've tried all the above and you're still struggling to keep up with your finances. It is probably time to increase your income. The truth is, the only way to get better financially is to have excess money left over every month. If you're struggling to keep up with a positive bank balance after cutting down on your expenses or budgeting, the only way that you can go forward is to increase your income. And these days, we can pick up a part-time job to earn some extra income much easier than in the past. There are many ways that we can build an extra income stream. If you have a car, you can think about being a Grab driver after work. Or if you know how to cook, you can even cook from home and set up an online stall to sell it online through social media. In fact, I know a friend who during MCO started cooking curry and selling it through his Facebook when MCO started, creating an income stream for his family during the MCO lockdown period. Well, if cooking is not your thing, there are still many other options as well. As long as you have a skill, you can probably offer it to people for hire. And one of the easiest ways is to check out Fiverr.com, an online marketplace for freelance services. They connect freelancers to people who are looking for freelance services. Whether you have a technical skill in video editing, designing, or building a web page, programming, or maybe you do not have a technical skill, a simple language translation service or simple transcription service, which means that you just listen to something and write it down. Yes, basically there's always something that you can do to just make some extra money. So what are you waiting for? Just go and sign up an account on Fiverr.com from the link in our description below and find out what you can do to make some money. 2020 has been a year with economic uncertainty, with businesses closing down and people losing jobs. It is time to think about our income, not just from employment salary, but expanding our earning ability in the year of 2021 so that even if we lose our job, we can continue to have an income to support ourselves financially, therefore giving ourselves more financial security and stability. So make it a point to start a side hustle for 2021. And if you still have no idea what side income you can start, check out our video about 5 passive income that you can start now. That's all. See you